Batman, I wouldn't pal around with a teenager named Robin. For a grown man to be with a teenager all the time, you know, people would talk after him. So I hated teenage sidekicks, and just for fun, I thought maybe I'd like to do a superhero with a teenager who was a real, like a real guy, not some idiot athlete. And so I came up with Peter Parker. And then I thought I wanted him to have a lot of problems, because I always felt in the comic books, nobody has the kind of problems that you and I have. Nobody ever has an ingrown toenail or an allergy attack or anything like that. And then I thought Spider-Man would be a great name. So I brought the idea to my publisher. At that time I was working for a publisher. And he said, "This is the worst idea I have ever heard of in my whole life." He said, "First of all, people hate spiders. You can't call a hero Spider-Man. You can't have a superhero with problems. Stan, don't you know what a superhero is? They don't have problems, they're super. And finally, you want him to be a teenager? Teenagers can only be sidekicks." So he didn't want me to, wouldn't let me do Spider-Man. Months later, we had a book called Amazing Fantasy, and we were going to drop it. Now, when you drop a book, no one cares what you put in the last issue, because you're dropping it anyway. So just to get it out of my system, I put Spider-Man in that issue. It sold like crazy. So about a month later, my publisher came over to me and he said, "Hey Stan, you remember that character Spider-Man that we both liked so much? Why don't we do a series?" And that's how Spidey was born.